sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Michael Jordan is only 5th all-time in career points, but he has the highest career average with just over 30 points a game. But what's even more impressive is that only 7.2% of his career field goals were from three, and he still managed to shoot 51% for his two-point shot. So, Shannon, what does this tell you?
Tell me Michael Jordan wasn't a good three-point shooter. Not what it tell me, Jenny. I can read. You can read too, Jenny. Going to Boston University. Hey, Skip Bayless, did you know? I love how they do it. If you notice, they tried to mention that he was the GOAT, but they had very little topics when it came to LeBron James in this. Now, Michael Jordan shot 40% 3 times from the three-point line. When they moved it back, he shot 29%. So all the years when it was shortened, he shot 40%. When they moved it back, he shot 29. For a career, Michael Jordan is 33% from the three-point line. LeBron James is 34. Now, last I checked, 34 was more than 33, so it's better. They mentioned that Michael Jordan was 51% on two-point shots, and they had guys like Dirk Nowitzki and all these other guys. But they ain't mentioned LeBron James is at 55%. It also highlighted his true shooting percentage. It factors in three-point shots, two-point shots, and free throw percentage. Skip, lo and behold, Michael Jordan is at 57%, LeBron James at 59%. PER all time, Michael Jordan is at 27.9, LeBron is at 27.5. Oh my goodness. So they're trying to highlight, but Michael Jordan is just by far and away the GOAT. When everything that they said that it looks like LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron has led his team in assists 17 straight years. Michael Jordan has done that 5 times. But all the championship years, it was Scottie Pippen. This would be the first time in his career that LeBron will not lead the team in scoring. So 16 or 17 years. Remember, Michael only played 15 seasons. Skip, but here's the thing. The article highlighted that Michael Jordan assisted. He assisted 25% of his teammates' basket when he was on the floor. LeBron James is 36%. So I'm glad y'all made this article because what it did was confirm what we always knew to be true. LeBron James the GOAT. Thank you. And I didn't even have to commission the article. I love when I do that. When somebody do something for you, Skip. When someone does something out of the kindness of their heart and you didn't ask for it, you should be appreciative of it. Thank you for writing this article and making sure that everybody knows that LeBron is the GOAT. Thank you.
Now, unfortunately, I have to undo everything you just did. I have to correct all the misstatements, all the inaccuracies you just spewed all over our network. Let me start from the start. Michael Jordan is the all-time career leader in player efficiency rating. I think it's the best stat in pro basketball and the one that is most indicative. And LeBron is just behind him, but he's still just behind him. That's GOAT. Okay. And then Michael Jordan is the all-time career leader, if we can go second level, in win shares per 48 minutes. That's a big one for all those stat heads out there. But Michael Jordan is the career leader. That is GOAT. The point of the two-point shot is not two-point shots all over the court because obviously LeBron drives the ball more than Michael Jordan did because LeBron is simply the greatest driver of the basketball ever. I've said that 1,000 times. I may say it 1,000 more times. We're talking about mid-range jump shots. That's from 10 feet to 16 feet out, in between range shot. In between the lane, obviously, and the three-point line is a mid-range jump shot that feels almost obsolete in today's NBA. It has always been LeBron's weakness. It's been that and his free throw shooting have been weaknesses. He's not a good mid-range jump shooter, while Michael was simply the greatest mid-range jump shooter we have ever seen. Right now, LeBron career from 10 to 16 feet is only 37%. Michael was 51% on jump shots from 10 to 16 feet. That's extraordinary. If you look at the last 22 years at makes from 10 to 16 feet for a season, Michael in that last dance season, 97-98, he made 671 mid-range jump shots. Nobody's even come close to that in the last 22 years. The closest was Dirk in 2006, made 564. That was 107 fewer than Michael made in the Last Dance season. So the point of the article to me is that Michael Jordan was the deadliest jump shooter, mid-range jump shooter we've ever seen. He didn't try many three-point shots. For his career, he averaged 1.7 per game. LeBron averages 4.3 three-point attempts per game. So LeBron is a much higher volume three-point shooter. And to your point, LeBron's made 34% to 33% because it's emphasized. It's a huge part of LeBron's game. He is most likely to either pull up and shoot a three or maybe jack up a three or drive it into the lane and try to either score it or maybe wind up at the foul line. So the point is, at the mid-range, 37% to Michael's 51%. GOAT.
Skip, you make my point. The mid-range is not emphasized, so nobody's going to be close to that. Nobody might not ever approach that number again because you either lay the ball in the basket or you shoot the three. They said 2-point shot. They say 2 point. Now, 2-point percentage, 51. That's what they said, 2 points. So if I lay the ball up in the basket and I don't get fouled, you shoot a 10-foot shot and don't get fouled, and we both make it. It's 2 points, right? Okay. You see, what they try to do is they try to emphasize. What we try to just give it, and I get this. What you try to do is you try to highlight certain things to try to make your argument look good. And that's why they left LeBron out. Because LeBron is 2-point percentage is higher than Michael Jordan. But can you ask me this, Skip Bayless? And everybody keep telling me, because you've been notorious for this. If Michael Jordan wanted to average a triple-double, if he wanted to lead the league in assists, he would have. Well, if LeBron James wanted to be more of a scorer, don't you think he would have scored? Because the mere fact, if you lead the league one time in scoring, you could probably do it again, right? You know, that's what they say about defense. If you play defense in one game, go ahead. You don't think what?
I don't think you could have led it 10 times. Michael led the league in scoring 10 times to 1 for LeBron. But Michael is a better all-around scorer of the basketball than LeBron is.
So can you answer me this? And they factored the season in which he only played 18 games, 18 games in 84, and I think he played 20 games in 95. LeBron, so basically that's about 13 and a half years. LeBron has played 17 seasons. Why did Michael Jordan attempt more field goals in 13 and a half years than LeBron did in 17 seasons? Can you tell me that, Skip? And LeBron has passed it.
Yeah, because he was the alpha on his team. He was the guts. He was the clutch shooter. He wanted the basketball and get out of his way. Could he have averaged 10 assists a game? You better believe he could have. But he knew he could score it the way nobody's ever been able to score it. So he scored it, and they won 6 championships in 6 tries, and he was the MVP 6 times in the finals. Case closed. Thank you for asking.
But see, when But when I tell you, if LeBron James wanted to lead the league in scoring 4 or 5 or 6 times, well, why didn't he? Now you tell me if Michael Jordan wanted to average 10 assists a game, he could have. Well, why didn't he? All I'm asking you, look, Jordan put his emphasis on scoring. Can LeBron score the basketball? 27.2 says absolutely he can. But a guy that's averaging 8 assists, a guy that has the assist total, he's going to be, when it's all said and done, Skip, he's going to be the #1 leading scorer. This definitely hurt us right here because we could have picked up an extra 1,000 points right here. We could have picked that up in the basket, but that's neither here nor there. But no, not 25. He's averaging 25, so another 25. So about 450. So another 500 points. We could have picked up 500 points. So because you never know when down the line. But Skip, all I'm saying is that if LeBron would have emphasized scoring the basketball, because in order to score the basketball, you got to have a lot of field goal attempts. And so LeBron did not prioritize scoring the basketball. So all I'm saying is that this article did me a favor. I was going to have to pay somebody like $100 to write me an article like this, and they did it for me for free. I have to appreciate that.
Shannon Sharp, I have always told you LeBron is still the best passer in basketball. LeBron is a better passer than Michael ever was, a little bit. Michael had the gene in him, the passing gene. He just wasn't asked to utilize it by Phil Jackson through his Chicago days. Phil said, we need you to score it. We need you to score it at the end of clocks. We need you to score it at the end of games. And he was simply a better scorer than LeBron was or is. So the point is, yeah, LeBron can stuff those stat sheets, and it's too bad that we lost part of this season here because he could have stuffed that stat sheet because he was leading the league in fourth quarter shot attempts when we all got quarantined. Think about that. The guy who's not really a high-volume shooter scorer was leading in fourth quarter attempts, and that's in a lot of blowouts over the Atlanta Hawks and teams of that.
I love that what you said, because a Hall of Fame coach in Phil Jackson said, Michael, we need you to score. But LeBron has yet to play for a Hall of Fame coach, I believe. And they say, LeBron, we need you to score, assist, and rebound. Michael, we just need you to score. We're going to let Scottie Pippen assist the ball. We're going to let Dennis Rodman or those bigs rebound the ball. But everybody say, LeBron James, we need you to score, rebound, and assist. Hell, LeBron said, hell, I wish I just had one task. I could just score the basketball, because I'd have been dropping 32, 33 for the first 7, 8, 9 years of my career, like you know who. But I was asked to do everything. You know what I'm saying, Skip Bayless? When I was a little boy, they said, well, Shannon, all you got to do is cut the grass. My sister had to cut the grass, had to feed the hogs, had to make dinner, had to watch over me. She had 4 tasks. So my job was easier. I had 1, she had 4. My brother had 3, I had 1. Well, Michael Jordan got 1 task, score the basketball.